You can see why. It's got the kingfisher blue there and the olive coloration that you see in a lot of the larger damsel patterns, but it works really well as a Diawl Bach for me, especially places like Thornton, Ravensthorpe. It also works really well at Eleanor, very good one in Eleanor as well, and Ibrook. So those are the places that would use it, but to be fair, it's going to cost you anyway to get damsels. Really easy fly. Let's go ahead and tie it. And this is a wet fly hook, the kind of fly that most people tie their competition hooks or wet flies for the lakes, wild brown trout, etc. And I'm actually going to tie it with black thread. You can use olive. Another good colour is this one. It's a bright chartreuse, but then it sort of takes away for the nymphy look. So we'll stick with black. All I'm going to do is wind in a bit of tying thread and wind down the hook shank, stopping opposite the point, not much longer than that. And I've got this stuff. It's a Chinese cock cape, not expensive, kingfisher blue. And I'm just going to grab some hackles from this, and we'll use these hackles for the throat. Just peeling some feathers away here, I'll show you in a second. Okay, so we're just going to grab some for the tail, quite generous, and then just line all the fibres up. Not too long a tail, come up the body, stopping a little bit behind the eye, and then just secure these fibres in. Is your tail. Give me your scissors. Cut off at an angle because we'll use that angle a little bit later on. I've then got this really thin olivey green wire. This one's a semperflee wire. I just take a small section and I'm going to catch it on your side of the hook shank, so I'm going to wind towards me, and then just cover the whole lot because you're keeping the body nice and even that way. And then what we're going to do is I've got some dyed olive peacock herring, great stuff. Can't remember who did this for me, but yeah, really nice. Take a few strands, you want it quite bulky, and what I do is I top and tail them. So I've got tops and tails there, and I've got a few fibres. I'll just trim that waste away, and again I want to keep everything even, so I catch it in at the top and wind down with my thread. Now sometimes when hair's been dyed, or in this case bleached and dyed, it can become quite fragile, so just take care with this stuff. I've got a little bump there, and I've got a little bump there for a reason, because I've got to kick my throat hackle out. Just a little lock and turn in there. Now my wire is going to go clockwise, but my herring is going to go anti-clockwise. So try and keep all your herring tight to each other when you're winding up. Right up. A locking thread wrap or two. Give me your scissors. And again, in at an angle. Because I'm going to pull that rib up, I'm going to look and turn. So that's our body. Now we've got to bring this up clockwise. What I always do is, when I'm ribbing a nymph, I always lock the tail in position with my first wrap. Make sure it doesn't go round the hook shank, and then just, I'll probably get 6 turns in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then lock that off with your thread. And all we're going to do is twizzle this bit, and it should come off. I've got a little bit here, I think it's just where the herring is, where the the thickness of the hairs there. Let me just have a wee look. That's fine. Doesn't detract from the fly, that's for sure. So just lock that back in place, and I left a little bump there because I'm going to kick. I use that little bump to kick my throat hackles up. So just line everything up, nice, neat and tidy. You can turn the vise upside down if you want. However, I'm kind of used to doing it this way now. My body's and my eyes are all set to see it, so I can see it there. I can see that central, and just look off. I'm just going to come in here, move my thread out of the way, snip, keep that taut. You can see that just sitting perfect. Now you can add like a chartreuse or a yellow cheek on here. I didn't really think you need it. I think just the fly on its own works wonders. Oh, a little bit flew through the thread there. My thread's got caught on something, so just to tidy it up, I'll come in again. Yeah, I can see a little splay. And then just with my scissors, tiny little bit of something in it. And then in with your whip finish tool, and just finish the fly off. A tiny bit of varnish for him. One side and the other. And that's him. The Damsel Diawl Bach works a treat. Like I say, it works a treat everywhere. Got that splayed perfect. That's him. Lovely little fly. Great nymph. But yeah, especially at the damsel times of years, it's very, very effective. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Cheers folks. Bye bye.